situation is when you send a juvenile to an adult jail and an adult prison and you begin to treat him like a man, what happens is you build a broken man. And that's why we need to stop them from building this new jail. The problem is not that we can't raise strong children. The problem is not that we can't raise strong children. The problem is that right now, we have our troubled children in the harshest conditions, and we only care about them if they are in our families. I look at the audience right now and I wonder how many of us have been personally touched by incarceration. And the odds are that most of us have. But the way that we change this is we get the people who haven't been personally touched to recognize that they have been touched because they live in this city. And if you allow injustice to go on in the city where you live, you are part of the problem. I've been inside the detention centers and I've been inside the jail and I've talked to the young people in those places. And the one thing that you find is that despite the fact that they troubled and some of them have committed crimes and some of them need a place to help redefine who they are, the one consistent thing that you see in jails all across the country that house juveniles is those places are not aimed at helping a young person redefine himself. I spent 8.5 years in some of the worst prisons in Virginia, and I'm going to leave you with a couple of more quotes. When a judge sentenced me, the judge told me, I am under no illusion that sending you to prison will help. He told me he was under no illusion that sending me to prison will help. And then he sent me to prison for 8.5 years. Now I pled guilty to my crime. So this is not about saying young people should not be responsible for the crime that they commit. This is about acknowledging that when you make a mistake, it is in the best interest of society to put you in a situation where you can reform from that mistake. The most important thing we can equip ourselves with is knowledge. The brother just said, read the book, The Reckoning. I'm going to say this. The problem that we have is that these are complex ideas and complex conversations going on, and often we have an emotional response, but we don't have a response that's based in policy and based on the reality that we know prisons do not work for juveniles. And I know that all of us don't have the time to spend years doing the research to write these long books and these long documents proving this to be true. But we are fortunate that the Annie E. Casey Foundation has written the Kids Count essay that explains a lot of these complicated issues in details. We are fortunate that the Justice Policy Institute right now is doing work around this issue. And we are even more fortunate that the Campaign for Youth Justice and all the people you see up here and all of you have come here right now to talk about this issue, and you can go to the table. And at that table you'll find an action packet. And it's only about 6 sheets. I read all of it while I stood there in 15 minutes waiting to come up here and speak. 15 minutes, you can know everything you need to know about why they should not build a new prison and why they should not build a new prison, a new jail, particularly for juveniles. 15 minutes and you'll know everything you need to know to eloquently tell somebody why we demand books and not bars. Thank you for your time.
To leave here and we need to go and we need to tell someone that we know who doesn't know about this. Our youth ambassadors have been out on the streets. We've got 500 postcards already signed, and we have 499 people who said they knew nothing about this. So we've got work to do. We've got to leave from here. We've got to take postcards. We've got to get our friends, our neighbors, our community members to sign those postcards. But not just that, we need you to sign up. Make sure that we have your email address and your contact information so that we can follow up with you, so we can let you know what the progress is, and we can let you know the next time we need you to turn out like this to make our voice heard. And when you turn out the next time, you're going to come with you, and you're going to come and you're going to bring your 12 with you, right? Everybody's going to bring 12 more with them to the next event. Thank you so much for your time. we feel about these jails, and our kids from Cesar Chavez are going to lead us, and I'm just going to ask if you guys join them as they chant